Hello, and welcome to Maths Help Online. In this episode, we will be looking at circle theorems. There are 7 circle theorems in total. However, I think it would be smart to start with the parts of a circle. So most people know the diameter of the circle and the radius of the circle. However, most people don't know that there's also an arc length of the circle, which is a fraction of the circumference, a sector of the circle, which is a fraction of the area. Think of the sector as if it was a pizza, and the arc length as if it was a crust of the pizza. A chord is simply a line that goes from 2 points of the circumference. A segment is an area of the circle which is cut off by the chord. A tangent is a line that only touches the circle in one place. Okay, let's get to our first circle theorem. So our first circle theorem states that the angle at the centre of the circle is double the angle at the circumference. This means that as long as the lines that make up the angles come from the same place, at the circumference the angle will be half of what it is in the middle. If x was 50, 2x would be 100. If you know algebra, then that's how it works. Our second circle theorem states that angles coming from the same points are equal. So, as long as the lines that make up these angles come from these 2 points, there will always be x in this example. So all these angles would be 50. Our third theorem states that the angles from the diameter make an angle of 90 degrees. So it's basically a last circle theorem, but as long as the line that makes those lines is the diameter, then the angle is 90 degrees. The opposite angles of the quadrilateral sum to make 180. This basically means that as long as the quadrilateral touches, or all the corners of quadrilateral touch the side of the circle, then the opposite angles of the circle sum to make 180. So if y was 100, w would be 80, and same for z and x. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It basically states that where a tangent and a radius meet, it creates a 90-degree angle, or 2 of them. This one is by far the trickiest. It states that where 2 chords and a tangent meet, the angles made by those chords are equal to the chords in the triangle. That seems pretty complicated, but just remember that these 2 are the same and these 2 are the same, and that angle makes up both the triangle and the line. Now the last circle theorem states that on any circle, there can only be 2 tangents. This circle theorem can be used with the radius tangent 90-degree theorem to make it so only these 2 angles sum to make 180. That's everything you need to know about circle theorems for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more maths videos.